For over 2 decades, we focused on one philosophy, the 10 life values. A system that helps us examine our lives, our vision, our leadership. Our products and our services are exclusively for men, all men. The ones who teach and mentor our kids, maintain our livestock and grow our food, make and repair our products, saves us from catastrophe, and protect our nation. The 10 life values are woven into every product and service we create. Because at the end of the day, our vision is to see all men from every community equipped with the appropriate processes and the necessary tools to be excellent fathers and the best version of themselves they can be.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to everybody that's here. Salute to the A-Game family. Shout out to the A-Game Nation, man. We back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV with another one. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, and I appreciate all the love and the support. Appreciate all the love and the support. If you are in the building, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, family. After y'all hit the like button, make sure y'all share the show. Share the show. Share it on your community tab, your Discord servers, anywhere that you share videos. Make sure you share this show. We're going to get into it today, man. Let me get over here to the chat room. Shout everybody out before I start today's show. Shout out to Mace in the building. Appreciate you. Much love. Shout out to Malika in the building. Salute. Shout out to Miss Queena, as always, holding the chat down. Much love. Salute. Shout out to my brother Walt Diddy in the building. Shout out to my brother Walt Diddy, A-Game family in the building. Salute. Shout out to Miss Angie. What's going on, Miss Angie? Shout out to you. Shout out to Bronze Dip in the building. Shout out to Bronze Dip. Salute to you. Appreciate your support. Shout out to my man Sir O in the building. Shout out to Sir O. Salute. Shout out to Larry Vaughn. Appreciate you, my brother, for coming through and showing support. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop, A-Game family. Salute. Shout out to Fierce Soul. Appreciate you, Fierce Soul. Rob Mack in the building. Shout out to you, Rob Mack, as always. Shout out to everybody, man. Salute to everybody that's here. Shout out to everybody that's watching from the clouds. I appreciate y'all. And y'all see today's show. Y'all see today's show. Black men love the system too. Black men love the system too. See, as I spoke on in my premiere, the problem is the hypocrisy. It's time for us to look at ourselves as men and be real with ourselves. That's what black men need to be doing in 2021. We need to be focused on the real issues that plague black men. The real issues that plague black men as a group. The only way we're going to focus on those issues is if we address the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy needs to stop. Everybody needs to be truthful but us. Everyone needs to be honest with themselves, with life, with the world, with how things work, but us. But us. So we can continue to live in YouTube fairyland while everybody else live in the real world. That's what it sounds like to me. No, we're going to address the hypocrisy because we want to change things, right, brothers? So the first thing we have to do is be real with ourselves. The first thing we have to do is stand on truth. That's the first thing. That's step number one. That's step number one. If we're not standing on truth, then what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? See, that's the initial problem. That is the initial problem. We're not standing on truth. We're sitting around and we're promoting lies to one another. That's what we're doing. We're recycling bullshit to one another. That's what we're doing. Shout out to Bucket. He said, appreciate the message, DS1. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. See, because the truth of the matter is black men as a group is last in everything because black men focus on practicing a lost value system. And in the lost value system, there is no truth. There is no truth. See, the truth of the matter is black men love to be focused on the distractions. What distractions, DS1? The distractions that the lost value system creates. If you wonder why black men are last in careers, black men are last in education, black men are last in all these things, health, you want to know why? Because they practice this. You see? And at the apex of this system, there is no truth. You see? That's the truth. That's what black men need to understand. This is why today's show is called Black Men Love the System Too. Because you know what system black men love? Black men love the same system of lies that they blame black women loving for. The same system of lies. The same system of lies. The same system that make women vain and make them materialistic and make them want to chase a bag and look at men as a bag. This is the same system that black men follow. This is the same system that black men uphold. We love the system too. See, because of the lost value system, there's strip clubs for you Negroes to go and throw your money. See, because of this system right here, they're trying to fully legalize prostitution so you Negroes could keep paying y'all money. See, this is the system right here that black men love. This is the same system y'all said black women love. Y'all love it too. Y'all love it too. Because if this system goes away, you can't pay $40 no more. You can't pay $40. You see, if this system goes away, you can't find a baby mama to go lay up in her crib and do what you do out her house. You see, this is why black men love the system too. See, y'all probably thought I was going to say, oh, black men love to be on welfare. No. Because see, the lost value system is what fuels the welfare system. You see? See, y'all don't get it. And y'all don't get it because y'all are choosing not to. Y'all are choosing not to. Y'all are choosing not to. Because the lost value system tells you what you're doing is right. What you're doing is okay. But the same system that these women follow tell them that what they're doing is right also. You see why today's show is Black Men Love the System too? Because the same system tells the black man the same thing it tells the black woman. You don't need her. She don't need you. You're better off without her. She's better off without you. You can't build nothing with him. You can't build nothing with her. You love the system too. Just like they love the system so they could go find stepdaddies. Y'all love the system so y'all can have easy access to baby mama vagina. It's the same thing. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat room. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're both following the same system. What system is this? The lost value system. The lost value system. She don't understand her value, and neither do you. See, y'all want me to get up here and talk about her and what she don't know. We got Kendra D for that. Shout out to the Crimson Cure. We got her for that. And she's always been around for that reason. So the men need to focus on the men, but the men don't want to focus on the men. The men still chasing women and worry about what women doing and worry about what women saying. And then when you have men to address men, now it's black male bashing. But wasn't the women saying that when we was addressing them and their bullshit? Wasn't they saying, oh, he must hate black women? Oh, DS1 got a problem with us. He got a problem with black women. That was being said about me when I was going at black women in a space. When I was holding them accountable. When I was putting their goddamn feet to the fire. The same shit you dudes are saying right now, the women were saying. Except you dudes are worse. Because y'all are crybabies. You know, the women was just saying the usual, oh, who hurt you, DS1? Oh, who hurt you? Oh, you just never got over it, huh? But you dudes are 10 times worse than them. You dudes, y'all are worse. Y'all are way worse. Y'all are way worse. See, don't forget, DS1 stood 10 toes down in every situation in this space. Remember that. Don't forget that. I went up against the hyenas. I went up against the strags. I held everyone accountable. Oh, but now when it's time to hold men accountable, it's a problem. But y'all didn't have a problem with DS1 when I was getting at these hyenas every day, holding their feet to the fire, breaking down their foolish mindsets and ideologies. Oh, but you got a problem when it's time for black men to hold each other accountable. Now it's, oh, we could do what we want. Oh, but they couldn't do what they wanted to do. But you could do what you want to do. You're acting just like them. And you know why you're acting just like them? Because y'all follow the same value system. That's why you follow the same value system. That's why. That's why. That's why when you look at certain black women, no matter how high they get up in the totem pole, some of them just can't leave thugs alone. Some of them gotta have a street dude around. And it's the same thing for y'all. No matter how high y'all go up in the totem pole, you gotta get you a little dirt bag. Gotta get you a little strag. Gotta get you a little hot pocket, right? Right? You got to. You see? See, if we holding each other accountable, let's hold each other accountable. See? Because guess what? When we're talking about appearance value, we're talking about black men having a standard. We're talking about black men having standards. But in the lost value system, black men doesn't have any. That's why you'll see a Lord Fanny Pack with a Brittany Renner. Because in the lost value system, there are no standards. There are no standards. It doesn't matter the quality of the woman. Because in the lost value system, it's about quantity, not quality. See, it's not about what you do with your money in the lost value system. It's about how much money you have. See, it's not important on how useful your money is to you. It's about how much money you have. So it's not about the quality of the woman. It's not about that. See, because also in the lost value system, black men don't vet their women correctly. They don't vet their women correctly. All they want is the first two. Time and toll. They want to spend time so they could spend some money so they could bust a nut. That's black men in the lost value system. How much time you got? Let's go shopping and then I'm going to drop a load off. Now, what is the strag in the lost value system? What do? She wake up, she find her Jonathan that's going to take her shopping. She going to let him get his nut off, and then she going to go about her business. And she going to come back around with her bags and her materialistic possessions. you love the system too. You love what this system provides you because it provides you the access to the Brittany Renters, the sugar babies of the world, the dirty back feet with a Dior bag, the crunchy toenails with a Chanel purse. See, the lost value system keeps black men in that mindset of needing a Brittany Renner type. Oh, I can't get me no wholesome woman because I got money. Broke dudes date wholesome women. Do you hear the mindset of these men? They have the same mindset as these hyenas because they both practice the lost value system. What separates you because you got money saying that you can't date a wholesome woman or be with a woman that has some internal value about herself than a female like Brittany Renner saying she don't date smart dudes and nerds? What's the difference? What is the difference? So y'all don't like accountability now. So in 2021, we don't like accountability no more. Shout out to Lynette. She said, love and appreciate the message. I appreciate your support, Lynette. Much love. So now it's not about accountability with men. So men hold everyone else accountable except themselves. See, because last time I checked, Brittany Renner's a single mother. Last time I checked, Brittany Renner's a hyena. Last time I checked. Get the trolls out the chat room. Get the trolls out the chat room. Appreciate that. See, that's the problem. See, we think manhood as men, a lot of us think manhood is telling everybody what to do. That's what we think being a man is. That's what we think. See, that's how we know the majority of us black men are fatherless. And we speak about this in the Black Manosphere magazine. The fatherlessness when it comes to black men. Black men think manhood is telling everybody what to do. Hey, you do this. Hey, shut up. Hey, you be quiet. Hey, you go over here. Hey, 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 hey. That's not manhood. That's not manhood. Bossing everybody around. No, men shut up and listen too. Men analyze things. Men observe. You see? And the first thing a man do, he shut up and listens and observes because he's not only learning about the people around him, but he's learning about himself. You see? The learning never stops about you. So if you're not observing yourself, this is why you're not holding yourself accountable. This is why you think what you are doing is not wrong. Because you think being a man and expressing masculinity is marching everybody else around. You know where you get that from, boy? You know where you get that from? You get that from the oppressor. I bet you don't even know that. You get that from the oppressor. Thinking that that's what a man is. Hey, shut up. Hey, who you talking to? Hey, put your clothes on. Hey, go to work. Hey. You got that from the slave master, boy. You got that from the slave master. That's where you get that from. Yeah. That overseer attitude, you got that from the slave master. But you talk about the overseer attitude of the black woman. Not saying she don't have it. Not saying she don't have it, but you do too. You do too, Rufus Buck. You do too, Rufus Buck. You have that too. You see? See, because if black men gonna do something together, then we need to come to a certain consensus. We need to stop sitting around here lying and bullshitting one another. Because men who sit around and lie and bullshit each other all day, not gonna do shit. They're not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do anything. See? You see? And brothers, if you are the type that's going to hold other men accountable, understand this. Understand you will be attacked. See, because the men that is going to attack you, those were the same men who participated in Malcolm getting murdered. Get your hands out my pocket. That's those dudes. That's those dudes. You know, the dudes that wasn't on a post and let somebody walk in the house and kill Fred Hampton in his sleep. Understand that you're going to encounter these types of brothers. Understand this. Because they don't want nothing to change. They don't want this shit to change. Because they would have to change. And why would we have to change, black men? Why? Y'all tell me why. If we want this shit to change, we have to change. Why? Here's why. Because men create culture. That's why. That's why we have to heal. That's why we have to hold each other accountable. Because if the goddamn culture gonna change, who the hell you think gonna change it? Who you think gonna change it? And then you dudes get mad when the women want to step up and change it. Then nigga, you do it. Then you do it. Let's come together as men and change it because men created it. Did the black man create this culture? No. But men created this culture because men create culture. That's what men do. So who's going to change it? I'm listening. Because it seemed like it's a problem when you hold black men accountable. But who the hell going to change the culture? If we don't hold each other accountable, who's going to change the shit? The women? The women? You waiting for them to do it? When they waiting for us to do it. They waiting for black men to do something. And why are they waiting for us to do something? Why? Because I know y'all probably like, oh, DS1, I told you he want to do shit for women. No, you silly rabbit. Women, black women are waiting for men to change the culture because women pass on the culture. They're the ones who give it to your kids. They pass on the goddamn culture. So they waiting for us to change it so they can pass it on. This is 101. Male nature, female nature. This is 101. But DS1 don't need to hold men accountable. Men don't need to hold them accountable. We don't need to hold ourselves accountable. How? How, Sway? Shout out to E313. How, Sway? How? How, Sway? How? And guess what? We can't change culture practicing the lost value system. We can't change the culture with the same value system that corrupted the goddamn culture in the first place. How we gonna change American culture for black men with American values, nigga? Explain that to me. Explain it to me. How we going to change American culture with American values? Explain that to me, please. How are we going to change this culture doing the same shit they told us to do? Explain that. This is why I say black men love the system too. This is why I say that. They love the system too. Because guess what they're going to do? They're going to fight to keep this shit going. That's what you see right now. That's what you see. You see a bunch of black men who are fighting to stay slaves, who are fighting to keep the American nigger factory live and living. That's what they're fighting against. See, the only way you can combat the system, you have to combat it with another system. And this system has to be totally different. You see? See, this is why I'm going to keep the 10 life values in you brothers' faces. Because this is the value system that's going to make you hold yourself accountable. In all the areas of your life, not just one, in all of the areas. In all of them. In the internal ones and the external ones. You got to understand this. You see? And the reason why we only can combat it with another system is because systems, value systems, plays into what? What you see here. Biocotyron. Biocotyron. When we change what we value, we'll change how we think and what we feel. Let me repeat that. When we change our value system, meaning what we value, what's important to us in life, what we think and how we feel will change. Our biology will change. Our mentality will change. And in return, the culture will change because our behavior will change. The things that we practice and do will change. The nigger shit will stop. It will stop. And in return, once the culture is changed, the environment has to match the culture. So new laws and all of that will have to be passed so people can live within that outside. That's environment. The laws of the land. The laws of the land that we have now is based on this op culture where you got to have ops. So they making RICO laws because you're gang. So they making RICO laws for the gang. For the one who looking for the ops and spinning blocks. They got laws for that, Papa. That's what I'm trying to tell you, brothers. They got laws for that. You want these laws to switch up? That's incarcerating black men for the rest of their goddamn life, starting at the age of 17, 18? The culture got to change. But the culture not going to change until a goddamn value system change. Because see, right now, black men are practicing this. Black men are practicing this value system. This is the value system that the Strag practices. This is the value system that the hyena practices. The same one. They telling you to throw it in the bag and you are chasing a bag. It's the same system. You love the system too. What system? The lost value system. The lost value system. The lost value system is the reason why you can't stop getting that little $40 holler. That lost value system is why you can't leave truck stop Mike alone. Just like the lost value system is the reason why Brittany Renner just dragged a young black man through the goddamn mud, and she's not done. It's the same system. Same system. Same system. Same thing. And how does this benefit black men? It doesn't. How does this change the culture? It doesn't. It reinforces it. Oh, but we don't need to hear this, though. We don't need to hear this. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Because we men, we could take the truth. Last time I checked, I thought black men could accept the truth. I thought that red pill was that harsh pill of truth. I thought that was the harsh pill of truth that all black men need to swallow. What happened? What happened? See, I know what it is. Black men, we don't want to look ourselves in the mirror and be honest. Because a lot of us don't like what we see in the mirror. A lot of us ain't like what we saw in the mirror since we were young. That's where the lack of accountability lies initially. You don't like what you see. You don't like what you see. That's why you chase a fantasy. That's why you chase fantasies. Oh, why she don't like me? She should like me. That's what this is about. And then when she don't like you, oh, that's why you get food stamps. That's why you on a system. Oh, that's why you this. Oh, that's why you that. Oh, that's why you this. Oh, that's why you that. But what about when they do it to us? We don't like when they do it to us. Now you got black men doing it to each other. You see this shit? You see how the programming is on autopilot with the lost value system? The programming is on autopilot. It went from black women trashing black men returning fire, to now black men trashing each other to impress the same chicks that they trashed. Are y'all following me? Y'all following me? The hyenas attack black men attack hyenas. Now they attacking each other. Now the black men is attacking each other with hyena help. Do y'all see this? This is the lost value system. See, because the hyena and the maggle were always a tandem. They were always a tandem. So they're going to stick together. They're going to ride it out. Because they have to protect what feeds them. That's why they're a tandem. Because they both love the same goddamn system. They both love the same system. You see? So you see why you get the pushback that you get, brothers? You see why? You see why if you ever tried to civilize brothers in your family and you know, give brothers good advice and all of that, you see why it falls on deaf ears? It falls on deaf ears because you got to put a little money on it. See, if you dress it up with some confetti, which is lies and bullshit, if you dress it up with that, then they'll accept it. They'll accept it. But who else that works good for? Who else loves the truth dressed up with a bow on it and want it, said to them nicely? And who else want that? Who else likes that? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Who else says that? See, now you got black men saying it. But who else says it? But black men don't love the system. Black men don't love the system. Black men don't love the system, though. How? How? When the same system that keeps black men and black women apart, what do you think it does to black men? What do you think this system does to the relationship that black men have with each other? If this system destroyed the relationship between a black man and a black woman, what do you think it did between us, brothers? No truth, no care, no love and support, no standards. This is what the system did to us. The same thing. But we love the system too. We love it too. Because what? It gives us nothing. It gives us nothing. It keeps giving us the illusion of having something, but it gives us nothing. It only takes, it only devours. That's what the lost value system does. That's what it does to us, man. That's what it does. Ask PJ Washington. Ask Scottie Pippen. Go ask him. Go ask Steve Harvey. You see what Steve Harvey did? He wanted to keep practicing the lost value system so much with that strag he got, he threw black men under the bus. Wrote a whole book throwing black men under the bus to prove he was man enough to be with that hyena. You see that? See, because manhood and masculinity, brothers, is an internal value. It's an internal value. It's not some shit you put on. It's not a pair of socks. It's not a hat. It's not a vest. It's an internal value. It's internal. And if accountability is something masculine, right? Then we're talking about internal value. So if a man don't hold himself accountable for what he say and do, that is a charge on that man's character. And a man's character is based on what? Let's go back to the bio-cothyron chart. How he thinks and what he feels. So your character is built on what you value. And if this is what you value, no truth, no care, no peace, no loyalty, if this is what you value, you love the same goddamn system that you claim these hyenas love. You operate the same way. You think the same. You think the same. You think the same. Because remember, biology is what? How we think and what we feel. You see? You see? So I need you, brothers, to understand just how treacherous you will become if this value system controls your life. See, this value system is what make men do what they do to each other. It's this. It's this right here. Because this value system is not based on family. It's not based on brotherhood. It's not based on who you are as a man. It doesn't promote health, good health. In this system, they don't care about your health. Just take the goddamn shot. Shut up and take the shot. What Brittany Renner told academics, shut up. He asked for this. I didn't beg him to get me pregnant. See, that's the lost value system. That's the lost value system. That's what that is. Shining right through her. Because how could there be accountability practicing the lost value system when there's no truth? How can men hold themselves accountable practicing the lost value system when there's no truth? When there's no peace? When there's no loyalty? When there's no discipline? How are we going to hold each other accountable? How? It's because of the lost value system that there's no order amongst us. Which is why we don't come together. It's because we follow a lost value system that keeps us rugged individuals. Now, if you ain't got a problem with being a rugged individual, then what you coming online crying about not getting no help? Why you come online crying about certain things if you're a rugged individual? Deal with it. Deal with it. Either you're a rugged individual or you need agency. Which one? See, because I notice when black men start holding black men accountable, now we rugged individuals. Now it's not about a group. Black men were never a group. Then what the hell is the black manosphere? If black men ain't a group, what is the black manosphere? If black men are not a group. Oh, black men ain't, we don't really operate like that. You just got to do your thing. Then what did we need a sphere for? What did we need a sphere for? I want y'all to answer that in the chat room. What did we need a sphere for? Because a sphere was supposed to represent this space, which was supposed to represent brotherhood. And we cannot be a brotherhood without accountability, without standing on truth first. You see? But see, the only way we're going to do that is if we operate within this energy. And there's never going to be no order or no structure with a faulty value system. There'll never be no order or no structure for black men. Because you're following a faulty value system. Understand that. Understand when I say black men love the system too, this is the system they love. This is the system in which they're ruled under. It's this system, the lost value system. This is the same system that Black women practice, that they're under. That's keeping them lost in the sauce. It is because they're practicing the lost value system. And this is the same value system that's keeping us lost. It's keeping us lost. So don't forget, Black men, we love the system too. See? And the only way we can counter that is by taking on a new value system. Value system that's going to benefit us as men first. That is going to address the problems that men have first, which is our internal problems. You know, all the things that you don't like to talk about. You know, those things. You know, those things that men cry in the dark about. Those things. We got to address those things. But the only way we're going to do that is if we have a system that addresses those things in a correct way. And the system that these hyenas follow, that we're following also, we're done, fellas. We're done. If we continue to follow the lost value system, we're done. And we can't sit here and say and point no finger at nobody, because we following that system too. So shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. To everyone who donated to today's show, I appreciate it. Much love. Appreciate all the super chats. If you hit the Cash App, appreciate the Cash Apps also. DS1 Raw Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
911, what's the nature of your emergency?
This show is sponsored, and this channel is sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. A male herbal solution. Fellas, get down in the description box and join this A-Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. It's a lifestyle that promotes optimal health for us men. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength. And it is for our libido. Fellas,
Join this A-game lifestyle simply by clicking the link in the description box, and at your checkout, type in the promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10. Get a discount off on your purchase.